Emanuel Navarrete is the type of Mexican warrior who is worthy of the country's fighting legacy. Not only is he fighting at the elite level, but he's also just about as reliable an action fighter as we have in the sport today. And since bursting onto the pro scene, he rarely fails to deliver the goods. With huge power, great durability, and excellent shot selection, this guy is a legit threat to anyone. He's a fighting machine, right in the thick of his prime. And for today's video, we're going to take a look at his finest moments. And they're all absolute barn burners. Remember, if you want to support the channel, use your hype feature. Dogbo was a formidable test who would push Navarrete further than most. If one thing stood out about the first round, it was that Dogbo was landing.
When he throws, he's actually smothering his punches.
Navarrete then comes in with an offensive surge here in the final minute of round number one. Overhand right hand against the champ.
In round two, though, we got to see Navarrete begin to back him up.
Chopping down with the right hand after that exchange, trying to come in with that sweeping left hand against the shorter man. There's that uppercut, triples up that left hand. And Dogbo backed up here in round number two.
Dogbo is hurt from that body shot or left hook to the body.
That's why he's holding.
Now charging in, throws a right uppercut. Sweeping left hand, another body shot comes in from the challenger. This is a big round from Emanuel Navarrete. Continued pace and work rate here. Final minute of round two. Good right hand behind that jab.
Dogbo looking like he's saying, what? Watch.
By the third round, Navarrete's ability to find his target at mid-range was starting to shine through.
The power punches the last round, dominating with 63 thrown, landing 17 was Navarrete.
Navarrete right now don't seem fazed by Dogbo's punching power.
Wow, sweeping left hand from far away.
Dogbo is hurt from that left.
And again, a left hook comes in against the champion. Navarrete swinging for the fences here with a minute to go in round number three, and twice he landed.
This is a real test for Paul Dogbo, the father and trainer. What will you do tactically?
Round four showed us that Dogbo was capable of building his own momentum, though, particularly with his body work.
You missed it earlier, folks.
Both guys were clearly finding their rhythm coming into the middle rounds.
Come straight forward. You got to bob and weave, move your head, but hit him when you move, and then start with your jab when you're on the inside.
But Tess, but when you pull straight back like that,
oh, he's got him again. Sends him back again.
You put yourself in a horrible situation, Tess, when you pull it straight back against a guy with long arms that's pressuring you.
Threw that punch, and Dogbo hit the canvas. Their success with a short uppercut on the inside, trying to chase him down.
Navarrete is going to be the champion real soon. He's getting hit flush with these combinations.
And what you have with a guy who can throw 129.
Round six showcased some of the best offense from Navarrete yet.
Navarrete, what he discussed with us yesterday, visualizing that dream of the words "and new." Says over the last few days, his diet, his dehydration, he just can't sleep.
Yeah, he has to deal with movement. He has to deal with those long arms from Navarrete. Navarrete just caught him with a nice counter left. He's switching from right-handed to left-handed. He's doing a lot right now. And everybody that he wants to be the champ.
Sending him off balance again.
Joe, you touched on the swelling around both eyes. So accustomed at this point to seeing Dogbo as a cheerful, happy champion, but there's something dispirited about the look in his face right now.
And we haven't arrived at that point yet, at this point in the fight, although Navarrete is in control. But it's not always applicable, some of the common sense of boxing, when you talk to Paul Dogbo.
Bars with his dad, his uncles, his cousin, there's no precedent for how Dogbo learned the business.
This is when that tough sparring against tough opposition.
Trying to retain his belt here in his second title defense. Dogbo.
But any fears of momentum swinging too far in either man's favor were put to bed when Dogbo surged in round 7. It looked as though Navarrete was willing to take round 8 off in order to conserve stamina.
Against Magdaleno, then his first round knockout on ESPN.
Round 9 saw Navarrete surge back into the action.
Oh, this is a good seesaw battle right now. Navarrete choosing to fight. Anytime Dogbo sits out there on the limb, no man's land, and don't do anything, doesn't move his head, Navarrete comes on strong with his combinations.
It turns out Navarrete was saving his big damage shots for the championship rounds.
He was just off balance that time after that left hand.
But he is hit with a shot. But he's bagging out right now. He's putting himself in a hard situation.
Oh! Lunging left hand, and in that red corner, Dogbo slips down. The ice bucket, the water, the spray, and then his feet split awkwardly.
He's buzzed by that shot. That left hook landed flush on his chin. He is buzzed by that shot right now. Dogbo.
What goes around comes around.
It is going on an offensive surge and coming after you.
And I see a big uppercut for Navarrete.
There's an opportunity for it right there, Timmy.
There it is. Navarrete forcing him out with the pressure and the combination. Dogbo on the way out with these combinations.
Tim, you pointed it out earlier. The challenger having a big finish here.
This was starting to become an all-out onslaught.
To become the mandatory challenger. He's 25-1. He lost very early on in his career.
And the champion right now, eyes half closed, taking a beating right now.
Well, the swelling around the eyes is really significant as Navarrete continues on the attack.
It's impossible to disagree with Paul Dogbo's analysis. You have to keep coming forward. When Dogbo moves backward, he's losing. It's that simple.
He just ate another combination to the head. The champ is in serious trouble here. An uppercut lands from Navarrete. 4-punch combination that finished with a left to the body. Dogbo backed up.
There's absolutely no defense from the champion Dogbo. He is.
By round 12, Dogbo was clearly taking a beating.
In the middle rounds, but since then, look what the Mexican challenger continues to do. He is closing in on becoming a new world champion here in New York. Of Isaac Dogbo. And Navarrete continues to pour it on here. Final 30 seconds.
Judge at ringside, Alan Nace scores the bout 115 to 113. Judges Anthony Paolillo and Don Ackerman both score the bout 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner and the new WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World, Emanuel Navarrete.
In the end, he took home the win on all 3 judges' scorecards. The boxing powers that be decided that one bout between these men was not enough, immediately booking the rematch. Both men knew each other. There was no need to feel things out.
1.5 inches in their reach in favor of Vaquero, Emanuel Navarrete.
Y'all see how Dogbo is. He's trying to come in. He's trying to get close to him, but he's not using his jab. He's just looking for those big shots.
He's blocked the majority of those punches so far from Navarrete.
You hear the loud voice to the left of us. That's Isaac Dogbo's father and trainer Paul. Good body shot to the left by Navarrete. Goes back to the left hand with the hook over top with the left to the forehead of Dogbo.
There was very clearly a tension in the air in these early rounds.
Dogbo, how are you going to get inside? How are you going to do it? He kept saying, just fitness. I need to have my legs there. His legs looked a little wobbly right there. And again,
big left hand from Navarrete.
he just kept saying fitness. If I'm on my fitness, if I'm 100% good shape,
slip.
I'll close the gap.
Nice slip and left hook by Dogbo.
And Dogbo Bomat continues to work the body and is effective. Good counter left, though, from Navarrete.
That's what he needs. He needs to keep pushing him back just like that. You got to use his legs.
Oh, Dogbo caught with an uppercut.
That hurt him.
Navarrete looks cool, calm, and collected. Lands with a left hook. Now another left uppercut, left hook. Navarrete on the attack. 10 seconds to go here in round number 2. Another uppercut to the chin of Dogbo.
Navarrete was showing his quality even earlier this time.
The body connects for Navarrete. And Dogbo clipped with an uppercut, tripped over his own feet, and now getting pummeled to the body.
Oh, good left hand by Dogbo on the inside, and another one as Navarrete pulls out.
Navarrete with the overhand right, followed by the left. A left-handed uppercut. A right hook from Navarrete. Uppercut, right hook.
Oh, he hurt him. He hurt him.
Dogbo on the ropes. Navarrete with the uppercut goes to the body. Navarrete has barely broken a sweat.
He smells blood.
Another combination. Landing those uppercuts at will.
Oh, he's shaking his head at him.
Navarrete fully in control. Uppercut this time to the body. Straight across with the right hand as Navarrete continues to score. A counter punch with the right from Dogbo. Dogbo continuing to get pummeled. Overhand right from Navarrete. Left from the body by Dogbo, but as Christina mentioned, not a lot of power there.
Round 4 was tight, but you got to admire Navarrete's work rate.
Navarrete continues to come forward. Dogbo swinging, missing. Uppercut by Navarrete, who's picking his spots beautifully. Huge right hand across the chin of Dogbo.
Who seems like he got his legs
I was just going to say that, Bomac, especially on the defensive end. Well, he got hit with a couple of huge punches in the 3rd round. There's another one, a left hand uppercut from Navarrete. 3-punch combination in response from Dogbo. Dogbo going to the jab, now the body. Overhand right from Navarrete lands.
Navarrete is getting a little reckless.
And again, Dogbo is wobbly after getting hit with the left. Dogbo can't find his feet underneath him. Dogbo caught in the corner, and he falls forward. That is not a knockdown. A very unsteady Isaac Dogbo here in the 4th round. Uppercut with the left hand from Navarrete. Dogbo just curling and taking it.
Left hook to the body.
Dogbo keep rubbing that nose. I'm wondering if he's broke.
Another left to that nose that might be broke of Dogbo. Dogbo again falters into the ropes. A straight left hand to the nose.
I like what Navarrete's doing. He's giving different angles.
An absolute domination by Navarrete.
Dogbo showed his quality in round 5.
That swollen right eye of Dogbo that he suffered in the 2nd round has not gotten any better.
Navarrete ain't breathing heavy or nothing. He's got his mouth shut.
Very calm.
2 good hooks from Dogbo, a 3rd with the right hand. Dogbo with a little momentum here in the 5th round. Comes back with a left, now a right to the...
But the first big moment for Navarrete came in the 6th.
That left hook, he'll set it up where he'll touch it with the right. He steps right into that left hook. Just like that.
2 left hooks, one to the chin, one to the body.
Right, set it up with the right hand first.
And then gets popped with another left hook. Bomac called it.
He's giving Navarrete problems. That's why his dad wanted him to move his feet.
A straight right from Navarrete, and that is a knockdown. The 3rd time that Dogbo has gone down, but the 1st time it has been ruled a knockdown.
With his left uppercut.
He goes right back to the left hook, does Emanuel Navarrete.
Oh, man.
Another left hook. Dogbo trying to clinch, Navarrete won't let him. Dogbo in the corner, hit with another left hook, an overhand right, a left uppercut.
No one can doubt Dogbo's heart, but Navarrete was in full control.
Huge right hand, straight across the face from Navarrete to Dogbo.
The bout was looking less and less competitive by round 8.
Huge left hand by Navarrete, overhand right, left hook.
Right hand that Navarrete too.
Dogbo definitely not as wobbly as he was there in the 3rd and 4th rounds.
Comes from being in shape. I'm guessing he takes a little bit of that power.
Spoke too soon. Dogbo stumbles into the ropes to finish round number 8.
Navarrete really started to up the intensity of his offense in round 9.
Straight right hand, lands flush. Navarrete charges, a big overhand right out of the clinch. Left uppercut. Dogbo is on his heels, nearly held up by the ropes. Navarrete with the right hook. Dogbo a counter right of his own.
We got more of the same in round 10. Pure skill on display.
On the button by Navarrete.
By round 11, it became clear that the fight should be stopped.
As Navarrete connects yet again. That has been the signature punch of this fight.
In round 12, Dogbo's team finally came to their senses.
By Emanuel Navarrete.
He hurt his, I think Eduardo hurt his right hand.
Now Dogbo held up by the ropes, and Dogbo goes down for the second time in this fight. Do we know?
He did hurt his right hand had been bothering him. Bothered him in the first fight, and he's shaking it out right now. Fortunately for him, there's 1 minute left in this fight.
And Dogbo's corner throws in the towel. Emanuel Navarrete erases any doubt.
Navarrete knew he had Dogbo. He just unleashed right hands, looked for that uppercut, missed it, and went over the top with the left. Down goes Dogbo. He was weakened, he was beat up, and he was ready to go. See the right hand land right there? He looked for the upper, couldn't find it, so he went with the left hook.
But you see he had success, Drake, when he was out at distance. He had success when he was out at distance, having the range and firing his combinations from a distance, not at close range.
And Navarrete hurt his hand, but who cares? He did what he had to do. He can rest later. And here comes the towel from Paul Dogbo, and several rounds too late. That's why you don't have an inexperienced corner, because you may have an eye for the sport, but he didn't have a feel for the moment. He let this fight go on way too long.
Let's make it official. Here's Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner steps in and prevents her fighter from receiving further punishment, forcing referee Chris Flores.
If there were any doubts after the first fight, the rematch confidently put them to bed. A super bantamweight title defense against Francisco De Vaca was next. From the opening exchanges, one thing became very clear. De Vaca did not have the power to trouble Navarrete.
With a guy with 6 knockouts?
Right away why he's the champion, why he has the buzz, and why he has the momentum to establish some respect.
You see De Vaca, he's saying, look, you're going to see a new in Manny Robles. He pulled off that upset with Andy Ruiz against Anthony Joshua. There's that permeates in the gym, and sometimes that could be contagious.
Absolutely, and the experience. Ooh, coming from the champion. Navarrete, ooh, nice uppercut right there by Navarrete.
Navarrete said, look, man,
people honor that, especially trying to become another great Mexican warrior. I think he's fine just the way that
the awkwardness is cleverness for him. That's what it works for him.
It's an asset.
Being awkward and, you know, have great success with it. If he can do it and be unorthodox, why switch away from that?
It's a lot harder for a fundamentally sound fighter to face an awkward guy like Navarrete.
Now he goes back orthodox, and I'm talking about the champion, Navarrete.
You see that right hand from De Vaca trying to establish a little bit of respect. De Vaca's going to have a lot of fans here, as you can see the people standing up, making the drive from Phoenix.
You just see the difference in power right now. De Vaca will throw 4 or 5 punches to
Navarrete early on.
Navarrete, he's breaking them down to the body early, going downstairs, and also to the head with nice right crisp punches.
The first major moment came in round 2.
Every once in a while. What are you going to tell that boy? Like your dad, huh? Big Ray. Man, he didn't play in that corner. What Navarrete went to his corner and said, all right, man, if that's all he got, all right, I got him.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, and Navarrete is not the only one that knows that De Vaca. And the bad news for De Vaca is that Navarrete is a rhythm fighter. He starts to kind of warm up after 2 or 3 rounds. He looks pretty warm.
If you can repeat that, Tim.
Bruh, it's not happening.
He's going to beat De Vaca tonight.
No shot at all.
He's going to beat De Vaca tonight.
He's scoring right now to the body of Navarrete.
Yeah, but Navarrete just answered with a big right hand.
From Cabeza de Vaca.
But Navarrete he's doing a veteran move. He's wasting the right uppercut just to get De Vaca looking at it, and then he's ripping the left hook down to the body. Veteran move.
Fighter. And, you know, Navarrete's only 24. It's to get them to not be robotic, to be able to start with a different look every single time.
Headlights. He's not letting his offense go. He's getting hit. His nose is starting to bleed. There's a lot going wrong.
Navarrete is a volume puncher with a 72-inch reach.
Down goes De Vaca here in round 2 of his world title challenge.
5, también, 6, 7, 8.
Navarrete finished the fight early on. That's what he's thinking, and De Vaca, he's thinking about survival right now, Tim.
He definitely is thinking about survival, but if he was thinking about survival, he would have took to your lungs, into your body. Just don't get straight up. You know what? De Vaca right there is just sitting, both hands straight up in the middle. What do you do when a guy has his hands straight up in the middle? You split the guard with uppercuts, 2 uppercuts. You know, that's an awkward combination right there. 2 uppercuts back to back.
With a short overhand right hand that dropped De Vaca right where
In the third, Navarrete knew he could push on and secure the easy finish.
You'll ever see a 122-pounder with a 72-inch reach. Can you imagine?
Yeah, other opponents don't even want to think about that part as he switches southpaw, and now he's setting up that left hook. 160 punches in one round, the 12th round of the Dogbo fight. I mean, this guy can throw it in bunches.
I'm letting you know right now, I'm in the towel to my young fighter. He's young. He don't need to be taking this type of punishment right now.
Because what we saw from De Vaca early in the round was his last stand. Navarrete answered him, and now it's getting real ugly for De Vaca.
And he's squared up, Dre. Somebody needs to save this young man. He's gonna get hurt.
It won't be long. It won't be long.
Who didn't have a chance to knock him out in this fight in De Vaca. He's putting on a valiant effort, but you guys are right. Manny Robles is looking in. Man. He's not going to let his guy take too much punishment. It's pick your poison time.
Listen, it's unnecessary punishment right now. And the reason why the ref is not stopping in and stepping the action is because De Vaca is fighting back, and he finally decides.
Tyson Fury undercard, September 14th. Take a look at the
count to the back of the ear, to the chin. He's going uppercuts, body shots right now. No, this is all hard right here from De Vaca. But Navarrete's right where he wants to be. He knows he's got his opponent yielding. It's just a matter of time, like I said. Never let those punches go. And De Vaca just took a lot of punches. He probably took about 30 or 40 shots. He didn't really land anything. That's a lot of punishment.
Yep, nose bleeding. And you see, it's not pretty. What we see from Navarrete, it's not pretty at all.
I like it.
It's effective. He's long.
This game is about getting your hand raised, winning belts, defending belts for as long as you can. And Navarrete, if he stays the course, hopefully he's on his way to doing that.
And the great question here is how long can he hold on at 122 pounds, because he's a big boy, 5'7".
I want to continue the tradition of boxing, Mexican boxing in LA. I want to fill up arenas, and I want to achieve the same thing that Mexican legends did.
He is the winner by way of knockout and still the WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World.
The truly great fighters know how to quickly handle an inferior opponent. Juan Miguel Aorda brought an impressive 28 and 1 record with him to the ring. But in there with Navarrete, the numbers were never going to matter. The game plan for Aorda early earned Navarrette's respect.
To keep the hands of Navarrete in his pocket so he doesn't get that engine going.
Oh, he just got caught with a left hand punching. But
the first knockdown came in the third.
Pretty good in that round. He was alert and reacting to my instructions.
Getting after it here against the ropes. And from long range comes the left hand. You know, you sit around, you look at the landscape of boxing. This should be a Canelo day, right?
Right.
And here we are on this tradition-rich day on the boxing calendar, and it's a 6'9" English-Irish traveling gypsy who's going to headline it, and this is the Mexican world champion who's in the spotlight, Navarrete.
He's making that mistake, and he's paying. He's paying for that.
Too much firepower.
Man.
Dominant third round from the champ, Navarrete. Oh, and he wobbles him. The ropes held him up. That is a technical knockdown. That is being scored a knockdown.
7.
Here's the onslaught coming from Navarrete. Look at this left hook as Aorda pulls back. And the reason why the referee called that a knockdown, I know he didn't go down, is because the ropes were there. If the ropes were not there, Aorda would have went down. Beautiful shot. That's a lead left hook by Navarrete right there.
Navarrete feinted Aorda out of position right there, brought the left hook. Aorda didn't see that punch coming. You hear it all the time in boxing.
Here's the onslaught coming from Navarrete. Look at this left hook.
As soon as he knew he had his opponent hurt, those killer instincts kicked in and did the rest.
Challenger's willing.
Yeah, but he's going to get disciplined for that willingness. Trust me.
Acting like a fighter, though, isn't he? That's it. It's over. TKO victory. Emanuel Navarrete.
Nice stoppage by the ref.
Hook that missed, but he's always coming back with something else. That sweeping right hand hurt Aorda, and great stoppage from the referee. 1 or 2 more punches, and things could have really got ugly for Aorda. It's a great stoppage from the referee. Right on time.
Aorda right here is attacking. Gets hit, standing straight up on the ropes right now.
Too much firepower.
Coming from all different angles too, Dre.
The arsenal's too vast. It's too much to deal with if you're Aorda.
And look how Navarrete, how he threw the left hook, came back on the right foot. There he is, boom. Then a sweeping right hook.
But that's the thing with a volume puncher.
If a guy like Navarrete hurts you early, you're not making it through the middle rounds.
Aorda right here is attacking. Gets hit, standing straight up on the ropes right now.
Too much firepower.
Coming from all different angles too, Dre.
The arsenal's too vast. It's too much to deal with if you're Aorda.
And look how Navarrete.
This bout with Conceicao Horta was more of a stay busy challenge. But if Navarrete took his eye off the ball, things could get messy. Setting a steady rhythm in round 1 was always going to be crucial.
4 days ago, December 8th of 2018, you hear the cheers of Vaquero Vaquero. Talked about him being just a lot of family, a lot of friends, everybody asking for tickets.
Yeah. Pro to me. You know, he adjusted well in LA, you know, in his first title defense. And then occasionally he'll test you. He'll come around with the left hook, overhand right. But right now he's just having a look at Horta right now.
Like watching Navarrete.
No, you're not.
But he can finish, and that's something that even he can't explain. He says, I know it's not free.
He's very unorthodox. You know, he's very awkwardly clever, some would say.
That he's at that level when he fights in Mexico.
There's Navarrete right there. He's switched southpaw just for a moment. Landed a nice combination as Horta back.
It really worked for him early on in this fight.
No, he can fight from any position. He could be squared up and shoot a bomb.
A lot of fighters, they'll mention the fact that at fighter meetings, they'll say, man, I'd rather fight a guy that just 1-2, come forward, very orthodox.
Very awkward style. Manny Pacquiao, he does have a lot more form than Navarrete does.
But just the punch angles and the speed.
Yes.
Round 1 is in the books here for Emanuel Navarrete's title defense again.
There's Navarrete right there. Take it down to the body. Of course, he's going to start it with the jab. That's what he needs to do. Then here he is attacking Horta against the ropes, trying to come around the guards. Because when
you could already see Navarrete's volume coming into play in round 2.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make those type of choices and move away and go find the better sparring and the better work, so you'll be better
for these wild shots from Emanuel Navarrete. But that's what Panchito Horta was trying to do as he did.
What it's going to take to beat a fighter like Navarrete is a very technical fighter. Catch him in between those wild swinging punches that Navarrete loves to throw.
When he gets tagged, he comes back with something. And that may be dangerous against Navarrete because Navarrete is the type of guy who throws 3-4 punches at a time.
Distance came along the ropes, so what did Navarrete do? He's kept
nice
left hook. Look at those shots.
And you see the distance.
You know who he reminds me of, Navarrete? He reminds me of Margarito.
Okay.
He's a smaller version of Margarito.
But here you see just Navarrete. It works for him, man. Being awkward, being a power punching machine. He's effective too. It's like having an ugly car that's all beat up on the outruns. Other people down on the street, you know. See the hooks coming in from the right, left hand of Navarrete. He's got his opponent pinned on the ropes, and that's the last place you want to be.
Up the middle, then back around the outside, then straight. Navarrete, he throws punches at the oddest angles.
He got caught coming in because he was leaping in, but Horta not able to do much against Emanuel Navarrete, who just keeps throwing punches and bunches here as round 2 of the scheduled 12 round.
Here's Navarrete, he's attacking. You see, picked up his hands and blocked a couple of shots, but there's a nice little short uppercut in the inside. As Horta backs up against the rope, you see Navarrete still throwing punches.
And there you saw him getting caught when he lunged in, but then he put his man in the corner.
Would we be looking at yet another relatively early stoppage? Horta was tough, but how long could he last?
Backed up. Nice body shot there with the right hook from Emanuel Navarrete. Horta to close his guard, to keep his hands up.
Horta's a tall fighter. He's going to keep those hands up. Navarrete is going to come around with body shots, and then he's going to lift him up.
Navarrete makes a lot of mistakes, including stepping straight back, and he got caught by Horta with the right hook there. But he also makes him miss plenty of times.
Man, you hear those shots, don't you, Bernardo?
100%.
You can hear them. Those are heavy shots coming from Navarrete.
You hear the Vaquero chants from his hometown fan. He's doing a good job with his limitations.
Backing up, taking 3 steps back from that body shot that Navarrete just landed.
Even
budge him.
Derail Navarrete from coming forward.
No.
Oh, nice right hand there. Now Panchito getting some love from the fans. Oh, nice right hand.
It's almost like going into a gunfight. If I was Horta, you know, Horta has a BB gun.
He knows how to make it pop as he does there with the right and left hook combination to close out this 3rd round of a scheduled 12th round potential fighter.
Horta, as he leans forward, trying to get inside to work him to the body. But it's been all Navarrete from the outside, from the inside.
In round 4, Navarrete decided to push the pace and get his opponent out of there.
Thrown in terms of power punches. That just goes to show you as we have a head. Come on, get back to the fight. Good jab, and that establishes a flurry of punches from Emanuel Navarrete. Big left hook from the fighter from Mexico City.
But he feels his opponent weakening.
Horta changing. He's got him up against the corner, and this is where Emanuel Navarrete does his best work, and you can hear the crowd appreciating, although Horta lands a nice counter right.
Just so he can get in position to land his punches.
It's dangerous in round 4. He lands a nice body shot. Could have been right on the belt line. And here comes. Now he's the one backing up Emanuel Navarrete. He's hoping that Navarrete punched himself out. But Horta doesn't know. There's a right hook from Navarrete, and here comes another bro who takes a body shot. He's very valiant, but we saw what happened with another valiant fighter in Miguel Gonzalez, who wasn't throwing punches and was taking punishment. And here it comes to an end once again. Emanuel Navarrete with a big knockout of Panchito Horta in his 4th title defense. The first time he does it on home soil. And Navarrete continues.
This is how an elite should deal with an overmatched opponent. Sure, there would be greater challenges in his future, but this was a solid win nonetheless. TKO of Santisima was hoping that his ongoing run of form would help him upset the odds. Against someone like Navarrete, though, that's easier said than done. The question now was what type of strategy Navarrete would employ.
Era of the sport.
But in most cases, when you're fighting at the highest level, 2, maybe 3 times a year is probably the right antidote.
He also roughed him up down the stretch of that fight to the point where he scored a TKO, did Navarrete, in the 12th round.
Well, the outcome wasn't nice.
No, the outcome was brutal for Dogbo. Of course, we have the ultimate rematch tonight. First rematch in heavyweight history between undefeated world champions.
Opportunity. He's yet to find his range, so he hasn't thrown very many punches at this point.
It was clear that there was no need to rush from either man, but Navarrete's volume was winning him points.
To face or get as close as they normally would at a weigh-in, so I guess that was the alternative.
Yeah, that was the decision made after Wednesday's news conference. Yeah. WBO 122-pound championship fight. Santisima in the darker trunks, the challenger from the Philippines.
The pressure and ring generalship was what was serving Navarrete well here.
A great fighter back in the day, both as an amateur and as a pro, and he has been a critical part of the success of Deontay Wilder, a longtime trainer from there in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, J.D.'s. That has been an unbreakable bond for years for Wilder. A body punch comes in from the champion, Navarrete.
In the park to get a break, and Navarrete noticed it.
Navarrete finding some confidence coming forward here. Body punches, he's been able to land 14%. That left hand hit the mark moments ago.
It's hard to know what he's going to do. He shows you one thing and he does another. You think he's throwing the left, he throws the right. The next thing you know, you're in a shootout with him, and then he's back on the outside using his reach. I love what he's doing. I don't think he gets enough credit for his nuance, for his skill, and for his boxing IQ.
Yeah, and he's throwing these punches at distance. You know, he's not going in real close to throw these uppercuts. He's throwing these uppercuts from far.
And that's really a no-no in the boxing game when you're being taught.
Usually guys come back with a good right hand after a guy throws an uppercut, but you know, it's not easy to hit Navarrete with a right hand.
The combination here at the end of round number 3. Another left hand from Navarrete. Trying to target the right hand, and he does.
Santisima was having his moments, though, proving that he deserved to be in there.
Of course, we will get those final numbers in the coming days, but it is going to be north of 17 million.
It shows great promotion and social media.
Lennox, you are connected with history every which way because your fight against Evander Holyfield that had the record for live gate.
There you go.
Well, you had some of the greatest, and we're happy to have you here ringside on our broadcast team. The wrap on that right hand, Andy Lee, who was monitoring the wrapping of Wilder's right hand for Team Fury.
Whoa.
No objection, and look at Santisima as he comes forward here in round 4 against the world champion Navarrete.
And here you see Navarrete coming in with his combinations. A little bit of off balance when he's throwing that hook. Gets caught with a great left hook by Santisima.
Hit him in the neck.
Yeah, hit him in the neck.
Here's Santisima coming up. Yeah, he gets him right in the neck and the side of the head.
Clean
so
shot.
by far, the challenger from the Philippines' best moment of the fight.
But it's like I said, he's willing to exchange. He's willing to fight you. He's unafraid, but you have to be right in front of him.
Need a response.
So it's like I said, now you're in a shootout all of a sudden. So you see Navarrete boxing and using his skill, and all of a sudden you're in a shootout. It's hard to get mentally settled when you're facing Navarrete.
He was coming forward that time, and it gets Navarrete's attention at least.
What you see is one guy in Santisima who does one thing well. If he's in place and he has you right there, he throws good shots with both hands. Then you see Navarrete who does multiple things good. I'm going to take the guy who has more tricks up his sleeve and more tools in the toolbox.
Santisima willing to dip and go to the body, but what does he do? He eats more return fire.
Navarrete is showing these nuances in his skill because he stays busy, Joe. He's an active fighter, so you have no choice but to get better when you're active.
Threw over 85 punches in this round alone, did the champion Navarrete.
We got to see the Mexican turn up the heat in round 5.
Mark Kriegel providing commentary, and our unofficial scorer ringside is Larry Hazard Sr. Rate of Navarrete that has been controlling the action as he lunges ahead with a series of right hands. Turns southpaw for a moment. That has thrown 375 punches, and now he's landed 120. Opened up that time, and filling the spot was a left hook from the Filipino Santisima, and it doesn't even stop Navarrete at all. He just keeps punching. Wide-ranging right hand, and now Navarrete is on the attack here in round number 5. He is backing up Santisima. Navarrete clubbing, touching him time and again. Left uppercut, right uppercut, body shot comes in.
Look for that left hook to the body. Santisima has taken the headshots pretty well, but the shot he hasn't taken well is the left hook to the liver from Navarrete.
This is great work rate here of the volume punching attack and the aggression of Emanuel Navarrete. He is a fan-friendly fighter.
He needs to really, you know, weather the storm and then come back with a combination of his own.
This has been a dominating 5th round from Emanuel Navarrete.
In the middle rounds, the power of Navarrete was becoming a factor.
Right hand from Navarrete, trying to get over the top there. He's thrown 450 punches to this point. Comes to the inside, and Santisima tried to time something, and now Santisima goes to the body, and there's a left hook upstairs from Navarrete.
Navarrete is a veteran. He fights when he wants to fight, and he rests when he wants to rest, but he's even learned how to rest and take a round off.
Santisima was tough, though, that's for sure.
The heavyweight champion of the world, and the guy who retired undefeated as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. 122-pound championship with Emanuel Navarrete, who has been among the most active world champions in boxing. Overall, he's outconnected Santisima 164-42, including 124 power punches, the best work coming in round number 5 when he had 47 connects.
Well, this slot on this card, Joe, was not even Navarrete's initially. It was Gilberto Ramirez.
It's interesting about the future of Navarrete, assuming he defends the title here tonight and gets through this. He has been struggling to make 122 pounds. When we met with him the other day, he walks into the room. Lennox, I saw your eyes go up. He was chewing on ice cubes. That's all he was eating for about a day and a half, just chewing on ice cubes at 122 pounds.
Yeah, I believe that. I mean, you got to fight the weight that you're comfortable at. And if he's not comfortable there, if it's hard for him to make weight, go up.
Yeah, it's no easy work at 126 for Navarrete, but great matchups, like you said.
Carl Frampton there. Josh Warrington, of course, Shakur Stevenson, who Andre Ward.
Also a sharp dresser.
Is he ever? Coming to the end of round number 7, and that affords us the opportunity to go up to Brian Kenny and the guys.
With an added injection of pace, it seemed like Navarrete could probably secure the finish.
Fury has that Ali personality.
Deontay Wilder is a fascinating personality. You'll hear that roar of Bomb Squad a little later on. Of course, you will see if he can deliver the ultimate bomb, and that is the eraser, the right hand. He has 41 knockouts, the most of any current champion. Pacquiao with 39. Canelo has 36. Here we are in round number 8. Larry Hazard Sr. has it 59-55 in favor of Emanuel Navarrete. For title defense, he has been dominating the action so far, with the exception of round number 4 when we saw Santisima land that left hook, the neck and the side of the head of Navarrete.
Not to take away from this fight, Joe, but the more that this arena starts to fill up, you start to feel the suspense and the anticipation of the main event. It's tangible. You feel it in the air.
Well, let's add that up the right way there as we include round 7 there. I just took a glance at 69-64. And then there's going to be a very special ceremony tonight prior to the main event to celebrate the great legacy of ringside. Of course, we have one as our broadcast partner. Lennox Lewis and Andre Ward ringside with us here.
Navarrete needs to get back to hitting the body of Santisima. That's when he's had his best success, or at least visibly. He's hurt Santisima with headshots, but the left hooks to the body are that's what's jumped out at me the most, and I think he needs to get back there to try to get this stoppage win tonight.
End of 8.
Round 9 was closer, showing that Santisima was still a threat.
About the cut and maybe not training properly, keeping Deontay Wilder guessing. What you don't know, you have to wonder about. So I think it's a great strategy.
Santisima's, he's receiving these shots, he's blocking them, but he's not answering. He's not coming back with his own shots, which he should.
Big night here in Vegas, our first world title fight. We have the heavyweight eliminator and then the big one, Wilder Fury, which means all the celebrities will be coming out. And believe it or not, many have arrived early here to the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
The wear and tear of the bout started to show on Navarrete's opponent in round 10.
Goes back to orthodox, of course, and gets a combination. He has been switching stances a bit here.
Yeah,
and now a combination on the inside, and you can see the tape is actually loose on Santisima. Some good work here in round number 10 by Navarrete.
To the body. Headshots are good, but he needs to finish downstairs with that left hook to the body, just like that.
Look at this attack by Navarrete, and every so often Santisima is trying to place a punch between punches, but it has been a tidal wave of offense here in round number 10 all of a sudden from Navarrete.
I say that because Santisima can take a good headshot. Sometimes guys can take it to the head all night long, but sometimes they can't take it to the body. The only shot that Santisima reacts from is the left hook to the liver.
Hold right now because
he covers
tired.
up every time.
Yeah.
That was a desperate right hand from Santisima right there.
That was a big 10th round from Navarrete.
It didn't take long until the finish presented itself.
You want everything to be right when you're in a boxing ring. So to feel a wrap loose, and again, I've never heard of this. I normally hear about a wrap being too tight. But either way, it's something that's not right. It's annoying.
Santisima willing here in round number 11. And look at Navarrete now with his elbow up on the top rope before he comes out at the Filipino Challenge.
Took a few seconds ago, hurt Santisima.
Yeah, he's still squinting from it.
And Navarrete sees Santisima affected. You can tell, and there's a headshot. Santisima, he is compromised here in round number 11. Navarrete on the charge, trying to place a short uppercut on the inside. Combination punching upstairs, uppercut, body shot to the left hand, runs to him to close the gap. Can he close the show here in style? Round number 11, trying to defend his title one more time. Santisima's so game. He actually ducked through the blue and white rope for a moment there. Strafing attack to the head, coming down and wrapping up as Santisima back from the Mexican world champion.
And the referee is very close to the
And now tying up so awkwardly that he throws Navarrete into that top rope. Clearly damaged is Santisima. Can Navarrete finish things off here in round number 11? Russell Morris giving it a look. There it is. TKO victory. Emanuel Navarrete.
It took a little longer than some of his other recent fights, but in the end, there was no denying Emanuel Navarrete's superiority. Lopez came into this bout with a 3-3 record in his last 6. In other words, this was another stay-busy fight. We have seen fights like this end in disaster in the past, though.
Then that's when the motor gets running.
Will Paul with the jab. He'll put a jab out. He won't use it consistently, but that's actually hold it out on his opponent and hold them in one place, and he'll start to rip shots.
Back about Lopez, because when he lost to TKO of Santisima, 1,345 punches over 12 rounds, and he threw 715 jabs, and that's second only throw the jab tonight. But still, man, every time he puts it out there, Navarrete is going to have something coming back.
You know, and that's the activity at the elite level. You know, when a fighter throws something, expect something back. Every time they will make a move, they will always make a move right back. They will always counter the play.
Great ones.
That's right, Bernardo. The first rounders always watched him before. You say, I don't get what all the fuss is about. You let him get that motor warmed up.
Respect from the 122-pound champion. Both fighters are actually natural to Wilder Fury undercard, and we all thought that might be his last time there.
Yeah, and he's a big guy for the weight class, as you see. Named for himself in the junior featherweight division, but he can build a legacy in the featherweight division.
Early signs seem to suggest that Navarrete was aware that he had a lot of advantages in this one.
Pandemic, a little bit above their weight. But he said, hey, I was training, I've been ready. And this is a long layoff by his standards. 287 days in defense of the title he won from Isaac Dogbo.
Well, even though Navarrete probably didn't want that break, Bernardo, probably can do something. Doesn't mean he should always do it. Probably a good rest for his body. You know, he wasn't.
If Lopez want to steal some of these early rounds, he needs to just get active, you know. He should get a little bit more busy with his offense.
Lopez, so it's like a T-Rex going in there against Navarrete.
The majority of the time he's on the B side, meaning he's supposed to lose. And he stands in there, he gives you everything he has. He's tough, he won't lay down. And I just respect eyes, and I just know that, you know, boxing at the highest level is very difficult, so I couldn't imagine being at his level.
Boxing needs guys like Lopez, those journeymen, those gatekeepers. You know, his best win, Matsumoto, in Japan. Then he went back to Tokyo and lost against TKO of Santisima, that he's not afraid to go anywhere.
We do really gotta give props to Navarrete for his shot selection. He doesn't discriminate with his targeting.
At lightweight, he's got one advantage that no one else will have. Length, 72-inch reach. If he learns...
Seems like now Navarrete starting to find his referee
cam. You see how the cameramen are covered up as he sticks two more out in the face of Lopez. And then he goes to the body with the right hand. Navarrete filled out perfectly as a featherweight, and Lopez seems to have just added weight. Not necessarily.
I think he heard you say that he's not going to use his jab tonight, Bernardo.
and he heard it in English, and he still decided to go up and do it. So
you know, he can throw punches and bunches, even in the 12 round matches.
Nice jab there. And TKO of Santisima on the undercard of Wilder Fury 2, and he still was throwing.
The stats were starting to skew heavily in Navarrette's favor by round 4.
Well, what we expect from Navarrete, but Tim, you made an observation about
wasn't just not just in this fight, but in all the fights that I've seen. At the end of the round, you see the guys, they touch gloves like, hey, you know, like it's a sparring session. Problem thus far, you know, these guys are in here and they think it's a sparring session because they don't hear anybody cheering for them. So they're respecting each other.
Ooh, the ending right here in round 4 with the nice uppercuts there from Navarrete and going down.
Fight. So he's locked in, and he's going to slowly keep picking this thing up.
He's not a stylistic type of fighter, you know, but he does a lot of things wrong, but he makes up for it with his volume, the fact that he's so big.
Tim Bradley
not the flashiest guy.
Of the year. He's not Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, it works for him. He's got 26 consecutive wins. Also, it's a scheduled 10 round.
This is Navarrete
so
we're talking about.
Worry about the championship rounds.
If Lopez wasn't already aware that he was overmatched, he soon would be.
Quick combination.
That's got to be discouraging.
That combination.
Oh, good shot right there. And Navarrete just takes a half step back, and you land a few more shots like right there. But as soon as Navarrete wants to turn it up,
the fluidity of Navarrete here as we approach the midway point of this fight is evident. Seems to be breaking him down, although Uriel lands a nice body shot, but once you hit Navarrete, you better get out of the way, because if not, you're going down. Emanuel Navarrete.
You better believe he's going right back downstairs.
It's a left hook to the head, setting it up, quick flurries. This is a Navarrete body shot.
This is a cold strategy that Navarrete is employing right now. See,
fighter. He doesn't want to just be that come forward buzzsaw, although that's what we all love to see. And that's the last thing that Lopez comes to an end with Navarrete starting to take serious control.
Eventually, the stoppage was a foregone conclusion.
Against Uriel Lopez, and Navarrete dropping Lopez to the body in the 5th round. And there goes another strafing left hook to the body. In the Philippines, he took 141 body shots, so he's tough.
Navarrete wants to end this match right now. That's why you see him to step up the tempo, turn it up on Lopez. He hurt him with that body shot.
Yep, vicious shots to the body from Navarrete. You can see Lopez now breathing through the mouth and just take.
But he won't be able to hang in there much longer, especially when that one good shot gets through.
But you said it, to the gut. Right on the Kenya, right there. Boom, right above that. And here comes the flurry. And Lopez is in trouble once again. 6th round.
Look at the combinations coming from every angle. Every angle, from underneath, over the top.
The way the head is snapping back. Downstairs, upstairs, the efficiency and the ruthlessness of Emanuel Navarrete at its no touching gloves here, Tim.
Stop.
There he goes, down once again.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fight's over. 6th straight knockout win for Emanuel Navarrete, who now has 27-fight win streak extended. Is that how you expected?
Well, this is vintage Navarrete, just placing his shots. Beautiful shot right there. That was the setup shot. He didn't throw that by accident. He wasted a shot right there, wasted a shot to the head and said, oh, that's the shot that I want.
Navarrete is not fighting at his full potential, ladies and gentlemen. He's placing his punches here.
Sí, el campeón mundial mexicano, Emanuel, el vaquero Navarrete.
After his victory over Lopez, Navarrete officially moved up to featherweight and captured the WBO World Featherweight title by defeating Ruben Villa later in 2020.
Twice about missing shots and falling off. There it is.
There it is. Second knockdown scored. It comes here in round 4.
He continued his rise by stepping up to super featherweight and winning the WBO junior lightweight title with a 9th round TKO over Liam Wilson in February 2023. becoming a 3-division world champion.
Wilson stumbled back.
Tie up. They gotta get in there.
Headshots running down from Navarette. Body shot mixed in. It is over. It is over in an absolute thriller.
Sure, it was just another opponent on his record, but Navarette was showing constant improvement. The unbeaten Ruben Villa was a very credible contender, worthy of the title shot he had been given. In round 1, Navarette started in the best possible way, hurting Villa early.
Right amount of time to get his respect so he can't go back and box like he wants to.
He didn't get a chance to make Navarette pay, but he needs to take advantage of every situation.
Navarette's the perfect style for us.
Nice left hook right there. That was part of the plan, the essentials. And he steps out of range when he needs to, but then he comes back in range quickly to try to land some offense. But nice step around right there from him. So he's trying to change the rhythm up with his punches.
Oh! And the uppercut scores the knockdown here in round 1.
5, 6, 7, 8. Come here.
Awkward, but effective. Upset-minded Ruben Villa ends up on his seat in round 1.
Look, Navarette, he throws punches at the oddest angles. It looked like he was getting ready to load up for a left hook, but he brought it underneath, surprising Villa with his shot. Villa never saw that punch.
Good fighters know how to rebound, though, and Villa showed his class by regaining his composure.
And make sure he makes him pay because he's lunging with his shots.
You know, and most of the time, that's a great point that Bernardo makes. But that's when you're facing a conventional guy.
Yeah.
That left uppercut, there was nothing conventional about it.
It was set up. He got him used to the hook. He was throwing a hook, and then he just changed the angle of the punch. Came right.
Navarette switch hitting, looking for that. Got to be perfect. Nothing perfect about the other guy, and he doesn't care, but it's tough to be perfect every step of the way.
Well, that's what I said in the
Villa trying to split the guard with the left hand of his own moments ago. Looking to settle in here to round 2.
Slick is this guy, if not slicker, than Villa. I think he gives Navarette problems. Yes.
Navarette this belt to move up to 130 pounds, creating the opening that these two are now fighting for here tonight. Going to take a short break. Come back to Vegas in a moment.
Despite the early setback, Villa was not out of this fight just yet.
Look like the left right there, but great job right there from Villa.
No, it's easier said than done, but Villa's got to have a short memory, which is boxed beautifully, in the first round. Knocked down, but that doesn't mean that you're out of the fight.
Balance, he's not ready for any offense. Villa needs to take advantage of those opportunities.
Advantage of when he misses. His arms gives him certain offensive advantages, but for his opponents.
Yeah, he does, but that's the problem, you know, with the instruction. Well, he has to be in range to get hits off and to land punches and even risk getting hit yourself.
If he was able to catch him this early, it doesn't bode well for Ruben Villa because he has yet to turn it on.
He's using his legs right now. Navarette, he's allowing him to be aggressive. He cannot afford to stay still for 1 second. 2-second rule for him right now. 1, 2, get out the range. 1, 2, get out of range.
Coming to the end of 3, world title on the line here live from Vegas. Don't go anywhere.
But just as Villa was starting to reassert himself, Navarette pounced again.
As the fight progresses, you want to see Villa have confidence.
Get ready for Navarette. I mean, I watch him. He's switch hitting. He's awkward. He's a rule breaker. He's long.
At least when we spoke to him, they talked about how slow a foot he was.
Villa is making him look like an amateur. Navarette swinging all wild, missing wildly. Villa, don't get too greedy. Boom, boom. 2-punch combination.
Something to make him think twice about missing shots and falling off. There it is.
There it is.
Second knockdown scored. It comes here in round 4.
5, 8. You want to fight? Yeah, I'm good. Give me your gloves. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fighting for a world championship. There's that left uppercut again.
Let go.
Looking for the right shot, and he found it. And Villa's hurt.
Trying to become a 2-division, mauling on the inside, looking for a right uppercut that time. Villa still seemingly affected. We'll take a short break and show you that knockdown. Don't go anywhere. Moments ago, watch the short left hand against the uppercut.
Yeah, Villa trying to get position. He blocks a shot right there, and he steps back, and he looks for the uppercut, but what happens? He gets caught with the straight left hand. This is boxing 1-on-1. You drop the opposite hand when you're throwing a shot, throwing the uppercut from left.
The chin and durability of Villa was showing itself clearly here.
The way we told you, nobody throws. Villa just can't keep him off of him.
Nope.
as Navarrete said would be the case. There's work on the inside. Let's check in with Bernardo.
And right now it's Villa getting exposed. He said this fight was going to be easy.
He didn't. He said by the end of round 5, I will have my arm
You know,
raised.
it's funny when we come in the fighter meeting, I always ask him that because he said that he was gonna take him out, and he did.
The title against the world champion, and then when he beat him down in the rematch,
he just jumped up in the air.
He's feeling good, Tim, and I think the upper is going to be the shot.
does whatever he wants. Can he close?
Stop me because he has no punching power, and I got bricks. Wait till you feel these bricks.
It's exactly what he said, and Villa has. And he's feeling more of it here in this 5th round.
It's always easier said than done.
And while the damage was noticeably piling up, Villa was boxing well.
And here's challenger when we broadcast his first fight against Dogbo, seeing more and more of as his career goes on.
Yeah, he's got a lot of nasty. Yeah, he's a good boxer. I respect him. But when he feels my power, you know, it's nothing he's going to be.
He's going to make it difficult for him to catch him. Exactly what he said in the fighter meeting.
Oh,
body shot.
Heavy shot. Placed right hand to the solar plex. That hurts.
Look at that. Lunging in with that shot right there.
That's the shot he's still looking for, Tim. He's still looking for the uppercut.
He is. He's
up, you know, underneath. As soon as Villa falls asleep, so a little bit more.
Emanuel Navarrete in complete control here.
Navarrete knew he could hurt him, but that didn't make finding the target any easier.
Right to the top, so we will know who is the lightweight champion, and then settle in, and you don't even have to pay for Lomachenko and Lopez.
Emanuel's cousin and his trainer said, look, we knew that at some point he was either going to running, so I told Emanuel, don't get too desperate, just walk him down.
But, you know, I can see he has above average ring IQ. And to fight him in his position to be able to land his shots, and then he comes back up, he starts bouncing it.
I got a news flash, fellas.
What's up?
Navarrete is on cruise control, and he's been on cruise control this whole fight. Even though he's pacing at a higher level, he hasn't had to go there tonight thus far.
Villa tries to place a left hand. There's a right hand to the body from Navarrete.
This is the difference between a stay-busy fight and a legit opponent.
That's the shot he's looking for right there.
Trying to set it up, Dre.
Blocking punches with his hands, though, and that's not good because Navarrete is just too strong. I need Ruben to take advantage of those counter opportunities. He's making a miss, but he's not making him pay.
Getting close, and he's just looking for him to make a mistake so he can make him pay.
Twice. Why not let your hands go? He's a good fighter. Ruben Villa is a good fighter. He's got a lot of amateur pedigree. Give yourself a chance. Let your hands go like that. You may land something.
It's part of the reason because that would be plan B or plan C of plan A. And now that's got to go out the window with the hole you're in. For Shakur Stevenson, young U.S. Olympian who is a blossoming superstar, had this. Everybody expects him to soon fight for a world title there as well.
In the game, he's letting his hands go. Just like that.
Much better round for Ruben Villa.
But Navarrete is like a pressure cooker out there, getting more intense as the fight wears on.
So my biggest takeaway right now for Navarrete is that he needs to focus a little bit more on the body. When you get a guy moving like Villa's moving right now, side to side, trying to, you know, keep you off balance, go to the body.
And Villa, even though he doesn't have a lot of knockouts, he can hurt Navarrete. I know it doesn't seem like that right now, just staying mentally focused and picking up the pace.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dre, on that.
Not like him when you see the offensive output.
I think Magdaleno, with his experience, I think with his boxing ability, he got punching power in both hands. I think he has the punching power that can hurt a guy like Navarrete.
Windmill right hand uppercuts that basically starts below the hip and ends at the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
Stop! Put your hand.
Exactly.
And he will often punch himself into.
Make no mistake, folks, this was a close fight.
Shot, but he needs to find it perfect.
He's getting hit with shots that he's not expecting, and, you know, to not open up with his full offensive arsenal.
There's a good example of what Navarrete will eat up.
And respect to Villa, because he's way down on the cards. You know, he's getting outclassed, getting outgunned, and he's
muscle. I think the power, the punching power of Navarrete has been the difference in this fight. You know, that he doesn't see. He goes down.
It's a long striding left hand. as he switched stances.
He breaks every
Yes.
rule in boxing, man. I have a hard time. He's just one of those guys. He has an ugly style. Just ugly.
Good right hand from Navarette.
This is in 9 months after winning a junior featherweight belt. Featherweight champion. 6 minutes away from that reality if he can stay the.
Navarrete simply seemed to have more gas in the tank coming into the championship rounds.
Don't trade with Navarrete.
You know, they'll wait out a champion and let him move up and go for a vacant title. There's different strategies that guys established champion. And I know this belt is vacant here, but, you know, Navarrete didn't lose his belt.
And as we've talked about, there's been more and more belief with every visit we've had.
In no uncertain terms, said, I want to get hurt. I want that kind of fight. So when you're dealing with a guy with that kind of mentality.
20 years of boxing, where do you put it on the list? And he just go to the ESPN app, click on boxing, click on top, Tiberanchek Zepeda. Left uppercut again. When we return.
Would the 2 knockdowns be the deciding factor on the scorecards?
Behind on the scorecards, big. Now it's his chance now. He got to try to knock out Navarrete. Anything can happen in boxing. But when he goes back, he's going to see so many opportunities. And he's taking some shots right now from Navarrete.
Navarrete still trying to land that left uppercut.
He is. He hurt.
Boy, loves pulling the trigger on that left uppercut, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He takes that dip. It comes from down near the knee, and it's got. I described it as being like a windmill effect.
I need to ask him, who taught you how to throw that punch like that? Let me meet that guy.
I wonder sometimes when I watch him how much teaching was really going on in the gym. This is just
2-division world champion. You got to respect that.
How do you train for a guy like Navarrete?
Being outside where he can land those kind of uppercuts is where you need to live. That's why outside, it's not going to do it against Navarrete.
Boy, things change once you experience Emanuel Navarrete as we come to the finish line of our World Championship fight.
And then you got to deal with reality. And the reality tonight for Villa is that, you know, because he makes a lot of mistakes in there, but the power is what makes up his mistakes. That is what carries Navarrete normally to victory. Being an inexperienced fighter, didn't have anything other than just box.
Said I knew that from the beginning because I told you guys he's a great boxer, and that's exactly what he did. He used his skills, and once he felt the power, I told you he was going to start moving even more, and he started to get on his bike, move around the ring. I couldn't get the knockout, but the most important thing is I came away with the victory, and I'm now a 2-division world champion.
For your winner by unanimous decision and new WBO featherweight champion of the world.
Well, in the end, the judges saw enough to award Navarrete the victory. How would the skills of Christopher Diaz fare against the informed Navarrete? The objective in round 1 for Navarrete: feel his opponent's rhythm.
What he has to do, every mistake, and every time Navarrete lunges forward.
Tried to time a right hand over the top. Opens up with a wide sweeping left hand to close out round number 1.
If you thought this would be a blowout, think again. Diaz was boxing well here.
Need to do.
But we'll see how it plays out during this fight against a mobile fighter like Christopher Diaz.
Ooh, big right hand.
3-punch combination.
He tips himself off.
End of 2.
These two were pretty well matched in these opening rounds, trading shots constantly.
He wants Emanuel to start cutting off the exits. And
now Navarrete is trying to break the rhythm and timing of Diaz. That's what he's doing. Now he's picking up the pace.
Good shot. We're used to seeing from Navarrete.
Yeah, that's vintage Navarrete right there.
And then he finds his opponent, Diaz, off balance, and he immediately lunges in and
There was going to be moments like this, a championship fight.
One of the things that you can do when you have a fighter like Navarrete looking for the fight.
Right hand comes in from
Navarrete had something special in store for round 4, though.
In May. Good. Diaz doing a good job of blocking that right hand, and then he goes to the body with a left of his own.
When you're down there.
Oh! There's that left lead uppercut, and the knockdown is scored. Navarrete tries to get the right hand in, but you never know when it's coming. when you least expect.
Diaz appeared to have recovered well in round 5.
Tried it again.
Knows what he's doing and how to set up his power shots.
You lost a round or two. This is what championship boxing is about.
Looking for that right hand. Trying to time it.
I eat food from my town, and if I don't feel comfortable. I respect it.
Brought it up to us. We didn't ask him about what his future holds. He said he started asking us about matchups at 130 pounds. Diaz, Navarette's non-stop attack here in round 5. Early game plan. You start to get the answer as he comes ahead.
Against all odds, Diaz was fighting his way back into this one.
A little bit different on his back foot.
Right in the kitchen, and they're exchanging.
Great rotation right there.
That's the answer for Diaz.
The body work.
There's a left hand around the belt line again.
And did you see that left hand that he just threw?
Good combination from Diaz.
Navarette tried to sell it.
He did. He looked at the ref. Ref said that was good. Let's go.
Diaz would end up losing a point in round 7 for hitting to the back.
He's exposed for the uppercut, as you can see right now.
Very good exchanges to open up round 7. Shorter arms, has to get to work when he's there. Both men opening up.
Be flexible to make in-fight adjustments.
So a point deduction in round number 7.
You're in the corner of Diaz. You got to tell your fighter, plan A is out the window. Keep a tight defense, and you got to fight fire with fire.
Here comes the answer. The answer's coming right now from Diaz.
Just above the right eye, reaching with that right hand. Oh, there's that uppercut. 2-punch combination from Navarette. Tried to wrap around the left hand under the right elbow as well.
Navarette cool under fire.
Round 8 is where things got really bad.
68-63. Nelson Rodriguez is the trainer of keep punching. Just keep punching. This is what we've trained for. Diaz took an angle.
Good dividends.
Target that belt line. There's the lead left uppercut. That time it was blocked on the inside. 4-punch combination from Navarette. Uppercut in the midst of it, and he goes down again.
Oh, brutal shot right there.
Such a thud. Uppercut comes in. Navarette. Straight back goes Diaz, and coming forward like a freight train comes Navarette.
He got to leave it all out there, Tess. He got to fight.
He's going for broke.
Just fight.
Throwing it all out there while taking it.
Not only was the damage starting to add up, but Diaz also had very little left in terms of cardio.
High IQ.
Good combination from Diaz. When he had a moment of opportunity, he took it. And
how bad you really want it. Diaz just doesn't have any answers.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this combination.
Right, just doesn't have any answers. Got to keep an eye on that.
Diaz with an opportunity in place to...
Navarette was very clearly in cruise control now.
Hands were down and that left hook came in.
He said he's never been hurt. And he's a young guy. You know, he can take a lot.
Tough question to answer right now.
It did feel like Diaz's comeback attempt was a case of too little, too late.
Sits in front and he put those earmuffs on. That's the problem that Diaz made. You keep it in the middle, it's going to get knocked off.
See the blood coming from the nose and mouth of Diaz?
Looks like a beat-up fighter. Just.
He's absorbed 202 punches. 186 of them are power shots from a powerful featherweight. Want to let everybody know that at the conclusion of our championship fight, we're going to go over to the ESPN app, ESPN Plus, for extended coverage of this spectacular night of fights here.
He hasn't given up.
He doesn't know how to give up.
In the final round, Navarrete finally brought the hammer down.
There's no pain. There's no pain. There's no pain. As he's looking at that face to dish more out. As Diaz is moving forward, lands a right hand.
And he's got Navarrete against the ropes.
That's what we're witnessing right now.
Navarrete continues to go to his head. Scored 3 knockdowns, up huge on the scorecards. And yet Diaz is landing some right hands here in this 12th and final round.
Tess, this is special, Tess.
Navarrete closing in on defending his title, and Diaz on wobbly legs. How much can you possibly take and still be giving? Oh, Navarrete's damaging him badly. Damaging him so badly. He just ragdolled him. It's over. They're up on the apron. The fight is over. WBO featherweight champion of the world.
A 12-round beatdown with a brutal outcome. Would Eduardo Baez fare any better? That was the question. Navarrete seemed like he was taking longer than usual to warm into the contest.
We are ready for our main event. Baez in the red and black trunks, the champion Navarrete in the blue and white trunks.
That should be a good one. I'm trying to figure out the strategy right now from Baez. I don't know if he wants to test the legs because of the weight issues of Navarrete's, or if he just seems a little stiff.
Dropping the underpants, re-weighing, and then they're saying that they believed he was still over, but somehow 0.6 pounds came off the scale. 0.6. Commission said that he made the weight 0.2 under the 126-pound limit. Baez still not believing that he really made the weight. You know what, though? Navarrete actually looks really dry, Jamel. I don't know how much of a warm-up he really got going in the locker room, but he, like, not one bead of sweat.
And not just that also, you never know how much fluid he put back in his body after the weigh-in. Right now, he just
10 months out of the ring, the longest layoff of the career of Navarrete, who at one time was like the most active world champion. He had fought 4 times in 2018, 4 times in 2019, and 3 times in 2020. Break, but one that, he connected with a big left hand there, and a counter left hand by Baez.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looks to shoot that uppercut from the left side, does Navarrete.
It was too wide out. It was too far out.
Didn't take long for this one to heat up. More action to come.
Eager to spring the upset, Baez attacked early.
And down to the body with 6 body shots goes Baez. Baez definitely let his hands go a lot more, trying to rough up, maybe catch Navarrete early, as Navarrete kind of swings wildly to get himself out of that corner.
Right. I mean, I know he just doesn't seem like himself. He's just
and those are some looping shots.
Him,
there he is.
There he goes.
I mean, he swings so wildly with these shots. I mean, his style is so unorthodox. It was like a weed whacker.
You don't know if he's cold or what. It seems like he'll take punishment and then he'll come back.
Navarrete has gone the distance in 2 of his last 3 fights. He went the distance with Ruben Villa, knocked out Christopher Conceicao Diaz in the 12th, and then the distance in his last fight against Joet Gonzalez. Baez does have 2 losses and a draw on his record, but both of those losses for Baez have come
good. A little wild, can't be wild though. You gotta be.
And Navarrete is not one of those fighters you really feel like you want to fight fire with fire, but that seems to be what Baez round 1 and 2.
Good shot from Baez.
Navarrete generally is a good starter, but Baez was showing his quality here.
Navarrete.
That's what I mean. When he makes mistakes like that, Navarrete is going to make you regret it every time. You can't shoot out that far from a guy who has range and height like that anyway.
Excellent point.
He's going to follow it and he's slipping to get his way in. But where's the jab at?
He turns southpaw. Fighting out of the left-hand stance. Looking to shoot that left as an uppercut. There's the right uppercut. Hoping to get the stoppage after the 6th round.
That's what nice combination.
Baez looking like he belongs so far. Back and forth now. uppercut.
But every time, Navarrete gets hit with something big, and he doesn't like.
Chopping right hand. Baez, though, keeping up shot for shot, which we knew that he would.
Yeah, he would.
It's just who was going to land the harder shots, the more effective shots. Flick uppercut landed by Baez at the bell. But we talked about the body attack, the 25 body shots from Baez through 3 rounds. It's quite impressive.
That's going to be the key. That's going to be the key to this whole
Try to slow him
matchup.
down, right? Somehow.
Absolutely.
Who knows how the judges were scoring these rounds?
I'm not a fighter, but I'm cool with saving.
Oh.
Agree with you. Maybe the layoff is taking him a little longer to find his groove as he lunges forward with the right hand and then shakes it out for a second. You see that?
And it's probably one of those things also where he's getting a taste of his own medicine, like how he pointed out, like they're similar in terms of styles of punches. So he's probably he's not used to seeing something like this in front of him. And he's slipping punches, he's dipping under him.
Land a nice left hand to the body there. Partially block that left hand. And good counter shots there, though, from Baez.
Yeah.
Ooh, big right hand from Navarrete. That one caught Baez's attention.
Now he's back to moving out of the body, though, I'll tell you that.
All the shots, he's having to lunge forward.
Right.
But these shots, you don't really generate as much power that way. I mean, that one he sat down a little bit throwing that left hand, but he's kind of...
More of the body. More of the body. From
his manager, Sean Gibbons, who is, you know, working with Eduardo.
Eventually, Navarrete started to fall into his rhythm.
An exciting night, exciting card.
Good.
2 right hands and a left hand caught Navarrete there leaning in. Navarrete comes back and comes forward.
But he needs to be first. You know what I will say, though, that I think no one has really noticed is that Baez has actually been winning.
Oh, nice left hand from Baez there.
He's been first for the most part in these exchanges. And Navarrete has been reacting to what Baez is doing, and that's what he shouldn't be doing. Navarrete, because he needs to be first.
There's a nice right hand that got through from Navarrete, and there's another right hand, right cross.
Baez can't continue going to the front door. He has to start using the angles. He's stepping up to the side. Even going backwards is not good because Navarrete is going to shoot right back at you.
Navarrete continuing to push forward now. Now being first a little bit more here.
Ooh,
beautiful combination from Navarrete there.
Ooh.
Finishing with the left hand, 2 left hands. Oh, nice counter left from Baez.
Yeah, it's been that left hook. That's twice in a row. That's twice this round that we've seen that up, though, because, I mean, 10 months, that's almost a year out of the ring. And I think that layoff is definitely was not the greatest thing that he would he had gone through, but, you know, it's in a fight.
Then, out of nowhere, he found his opportunity to strike.
12-round scheduled world title fight, and Emanuel Navarrete comes out throwing a ton of looping shots here to start round 6. Got Baez looking a little shook to start this round. Navarrete. Jab right hand. Again, jab right hand, finishes with the left that time.
Good fight.
take it easy against a guy like Navarrete, even when it looks like you're doing well. This would not be Navarrette's first test at featherweight, but it'd certainly be his toughest and perhaps most thrilling to date. There was definitely a period that Navarrete needed to use to adapt to his opponent here.
Wilson is going to have to overcome psychologically in not facing a fighter of this caliber with this big a name. He's going to have to settle himself to get in his rhythm and avoid taking a lot.
The name doesn't matter. You know, once you step foot in that rhythm and you take advantage of the openings that you, and I'm talking about William.
You don't think Wilson has,
excuse me,
you don't think Wilson has some
up leading into the fight, but as soon as that first punch is thrown, it's like you.
Navarrete is notoriously a slow starter. I don't see any excess movement from Wilson. That speaks to, he seems to be right at home at the moment.
Navarrete lunging with that left hand. There's the warning coming here from Flores. The longer reach.
You hear Coach Barry Hunter yelling to Wilson, don't reach.
A looping shot catching him because his head is direct. Catch right there on the glove.
It was an undeniably cagey start.
Here ringside, I'm Joe Tell. Round number 2, World Championship fight. In that first round, 27 on his punches. Wilson was 8 of 33. Tries to catch him balance. I don't know that there is an off balance with Navarrete. The right hand awkwardly.
See how Navarrete leave his feet and then throw a left hook like that, moving forward. It's amazing to me.
Once he got there, Dre.
Discipline and being hit for the mistakes that
back, so he can't counter
in the fight. Not to get caught in his on you, and before you know it, you're fighting his fight.
Yes.
I don't like it, but I'm not sure
it
looks too much different than any other time that we've seen it. To see how he responds.
He slips that time.
To a first good moment from that.
The power, it hasn't translated yet. He's
put his glove up there.
Nice body work.
It was a good left and steps forward and comes with the.
He needs to let his hands go. Don't wait for this to happen.
And Navarrete goes on the attack. Goes out round number 2.
Step back. Very good. Box.
Even as Navarrete started to pick up his pace, Wilson still looked dangerous.
He's just letting him weaken a bit. He knows what he can do now. He understands where he's weak at. He doesn't know how to handle himself well in the inside. So Navarrete, when he feels him weakening, and at the right time when he smells blood.
Dre, do you fight will be over soon?
I don't think it'll be over soon. I think Wilson is still very much in this fight, even though.
Left hand from Wilson.
Good counter right there. He lunged in and he made Navarrete pay, and now he has him pinned against the ropes.
He goes southpaw with that power punch.
I'm just waiting on Navarrete to go just to the wall.
All about the body of Navarrete. He doesn't have, you want to call it, but when he's in tip-top, you see him tight. He does look a little bit, just something to keep in mind. Good two-piece right there. For that.
And that's that and coming back with the power jab. And then small work on the inside from Wilson with.
Not enough body work from Wilson. Oh my God.
Yes.
I would throw him hit him in the solar plex, hit him around the guards as often.
Yeah, but you see, I saw the inexperience right there of Wilson. I tell you, and he almost got caught in between with that. Ooh.
End of 3.
Out of nowhere, Wilson found his moment, putting Navarrete in a shocking twist.
Very, very high volume work rate.
Don't hold him. Like how Wilson touched gloves. In fact, I'm going to try to hit you for play. I'm only touching gloves when we're mandated.
Sweeping left hand. Bernardo, what do you
feel? He's got power in both hands. That's why in the southpaw stand.
I think Wilson is missing a big opportunity by not going to the box. Barry Hunter and the team that they work.
From Navarrete, and then goes back. Oh, he got caught. Wilson catches him, and now Navarrete's hurt. Here, Wilson on the attack. Massive underdog has a big opportunity. Wilson scores. Navarrete paid the price for his mistake. Could Wilson pull the shocking upset? Right hand comes in. Tries to come back with the left hook. Now the champion. Wilson a little final seconds.
Navarrete is hurt.
Navarrete lunging in, bam!
There it is.
That's the left hand that
How would he deal with no longer being the hammer and instead becoming the nail?
He's a two-division champion.
Why didn't I hire that tradition? All these things he's answering right now in real time.
just missed the left.
With that right hand for Navarrete. But it was jaw-dropping with what we just... A little bit of blood coming from the nose of Liam Wilson for Oscar Valdez, who had
to this fight. You see those punches landing heavier and heavier from Navarette.
He thinks he hurt Wilson. Comes with the right hand to the body, and you can see him regaining closing moments around 5.
Well, it didn't take long before he started to build momentum again.
Navarrete after that last round. Were they looking a little
deep breath to settle down, and then he'd hear instructions from people in the corner, and he was telling his father, everyone
relax to the body and finish to the head. Good shot right there from Navarrete.
Right to the body.
He had all shot right there, and this is why Wilson better step on the gas, because Navarrete
is not as easy as you think, people. It is not. Navarrete does his power. Would it translate? And Liam is taking his shot very, very well. And can he take a punch from a real pounder?
But I like what I see from Navarrete. This is championship stuff. This is cowering from the moment. He wants to get back and right the wrong from that knockdown.
For punch combination.
That's that off-rhythm stuff.
Got caught in between punch, but still keeps coming forward. 3-punch combination, landed to the head.
William is tough, man.
Hudson Desire is opposite. Wilson did it again. Navarrete tries to fire back, but in these Wilson's on the attack, and Navarrete is hurt again. This is not
in close quarters. Right hook in the stance that I said.
By round 7, he had officially cleared off the cobwebs.
Bernardo
time you with the right hand. You've got to throw 1 or 2, maximum 3.
Fighters recklessly aggressive, recklessly offensive.
But nobody's been able to tonight.
I've seen the punches of Navarrete stop Wilson in it.
He came in here understanding and knowing that he was going to take confidence to come forward and take more chances.
Navarrete tonight, because what is happening to him is what he typically does.
Watch your feet, guys. Watch your feet.
Wilson about that southpaw stance.
Ooh. And then all of a sudden Navarrete can hit the...
For Wilson, even though he landed that right hook.
Wilson looking for that one-hitter quitter.
I don't think Navarrete's listening to the corner. I think Navarrete's doing what he knows.
Navarrete mixing in that body shot again.
That was
and Navarrete getting after it here to close out round 7. Oh, we got folks. Sit back and enjoy. How about it?
More and more, it was starting to look like a vintage performance.
About them, 7.5 rounds.
And Drake, just for this guy to make that decision, forged like steel. These guys that came before him from Australia, like Jeff Fennick, like Jeff Horn, and George Kambosos. But this is a guy who is to London just to get his visa cleared up for 9 days in the middle of camp. Come all the way to Arizona to put on this show.
My goodness.
Wilson needs to stay downstairs.
Liver he went for.
There's a body shot. Trying to chase him down. Navarrete comes straight in against Wilson.
Wilson he's sitting, he's waiting. Wilson is sitting on that left hook.
Spectacular, I mean spectacular fashion with a singular.
Wilson, hold up. Never going 12 rounds.
Woo. Big shot from Navarrete again.
Round 9 sealed this one as a comeback worthy of high praise.
Rallied in the 5th, rallied in the 7th, and then does that here. Lunging left hook. Wilson comes forward. Right hand behind the jab. Looking for that left uppercut. Stay right hand, uppercut combination. Wilson's hurt, and he ties up. Seeking to become a 3-division world champ. Slugfest we have here. Long range bomb. Headshot rings in. Nose. Taking big shots. Headshot comes in again. Another back.
Tie up, Wilson.
Stumbled back.
Tie up.
It's running down from Navarrete. Body shot mixed in. It is over. It
can hurt Navarrete, but if you don't finish him, good luck. An excellent performance from this rising elite. With the 130-pound title up for grabs, this was the biggest test of Navarrete's career. Navarrete got off to a fast start.
There it is. There it is. There's that lunging left hand from far away. Right hand to the body from Valdez. Both men opening up. Two-punch combination.
He hurt him with that.
He's got Valdez hurt.
Valdez was having trouble finding his range early.
Navarrete tries to push him back with a jab. We got a good one. Oh, good left hand from Valdez, and Navarrete fires back with an uppercut.
All in all, Navarrete's power seemed to be translating well.
Being sneaky.
Short right hand on the inside, and then a short left uppercut.
Emanuel was banking round after round in what was becoming an increasingly mature performance.
Frequent combination from Navarrete.
I want you to pay attention to flow. You see Navarrete, he's real loose with his offense. Relax. Everything that Valdez throws is hard. You can see it coming. It's loaded. He loads up on his shots.
As he did there with the left.
In round 5, Valdez became more aggressive.
He sat on it and released it. Tries to come back with it in a short right hand. So here's a swing moment for Oscar Valdez, who's being a little more judicious. The out-of-range lunging uppercut. The other, a tight, fundamentally sound left hook. There's a 4, 5, 6 punch combination from Navarrete.
Despite the damage on his face, Valdez was proving his warrior spirit.
And swelling under the right eye of Oscar Valdez. There's that left hook again.
He hurt him with
that.
Then
he goes back with it, tried to follow it up with the right.
But just as momentum started to shift, Valdez answered.
He hurt. I don't know.
And then all of a sudden,
Valdez, he's about sharp counters. Boom,
like that. Right hand as Navarrete threw that.
These guys were very clearly coming into this bout ready for war.
Clean and effective punching. That's what the game is about.
Oh, there it is. You reach, I teach. You get hit with big shots, you try to get it back as soon as you can. Just to let the guy know, hey, I'm here too, baby. You see it turned into a tactical fight for Valdez.
Left hand was able to score there.
Valdez was living up to his billing as the toughest test of his opponent's career.
Body, he does that.
And he does. And Bernardo will be in that corner.
Oh, he got hurt with that body shot.
Left hand sweeping across the body.
Navarrete was the one doing the superior damage overall.
Exchange with that right hand. Has to bite down here as we head to the championship rounds. Tries to duck underneath.
Of Valdez because he won't see the left coming.
That's a very good point. We've been noticing it here in this 10th round. Much more significant swelling to that right eye of Valdez, who presses to the inside, sweeps across the body. Goes to the body, 5-punch combination, 6-punch combination, left hand included up top.
Using the inswell on that eye.
Look at this exchange. We got one guy with an injured right hand. Woo! We got another guy with a closed eye, and yet we got a Mexican war breaking out. Oh, this is great stuff. Come on,
baby. Give it to us.
Everything it's all about.
Navarrete was starting to walk him down now.
Left hand coming from range, off balance from Navarrete, his signature punch.
Good shot. This is a good round for Navarrete right here. Great round for him.
They hear the clap. Short left uppercut on the inside. Big round for...
In round 12, it was always going to come down to who wanted it more.
Both men landing there.
High pace takes a lot out of you.
The onslaught from Navarrete, as he always does. The Mexican legends ringside. Julio Cesar Chavez, Barrera, Morales. And it's fitting to perform like this in front of those eyes. Wide sweeping right hand, 4-punch combination from Navarrete. Awkward left hand sends Valdez back. And now on the attack. Right hand combination from Valdez. Gotta find something here. He's going for it. Navarrete fires back. How about it?
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBO Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Emanuel.
This was an excellent scrap, but only one man could take home the win. A well-earned victory for Navarrete. Yet another sturdy test in the form of Robson Conceicao came next. Sometimes a stiff challenge can come out of nowhere. Robson was exactly that.
It almost seems like in there, but he makes it work for him. And he is a big, throws a tons of punches.
He does.
And he builds.
Down the stretch, the 10th round and final round, what the expectation may have the ability to bank early. He may not want to engage in the fight than that.
Interesting. Navarrete has a mean offense, a meaningful. He's trying to dictate the pace. He's trying to Navarrete. He squares up a lot of the time. And Conceicao, being an Olympian, he sees that it knows.
Conceicao, you mentioned the Olympic run he had, and he feels that history will repeat itself. There's a fire combination from Conceicao as he landed. This is my third attempt at a world championship.
From Conceicao, and the hook that was thrown of Navarrete. And I saw him actually blinking when he got hit, after he got hit with down from Conceicao. Boxing, just taking advantage of the Navarrete.
In the early rounds, he looked especially comfortable and dangerous.
Advantage, 11 was the Brazilian.
Conceicao right now looks strong, smartly, but he's fighting with conviction. He knows that to possibly get a world title or win a world championship. How Navarrete starts. You know, he has a little bit of prop, you know, especially boxers, and then it up.
Right hand to the body from Navarrete.
Off the cross
for the show. But to sit back and just those downing Twinkies.
Just don't get it. And I'm like, man, eventually, thinking about it, if you kind of happen, you're going to get big like me. Because that's what I do. I'm just
41-47 and defeating me.
But I'm saying this is a 3.
Our third man inside the ropes.
I think that you're seeing Conceicao shots and trying to punch in between them.
Listen, I feel like I have a clear advantage in speed and quickness. There's a right hand from Conceicao, just filling that gap. Trying to down was Navarrete. Wild angles, nearly. 4-punch combination. End of 2.
Navarrete was kind of getting outworked in these early exchanges.
That day in the blue and white trunks, trying to defend his championship, but through rounds, Robson Conceicao challenger has a 27-12 connect advantage to this point. Now, we did notice, Timmy, just a little bit of swelling right eye and a slight abrasion.
There was a cut. He says, no, it's just a small abrasion, but no cut so far.
The mistakes that are being made with those wide shots. Navarrete right now is starting to change.
Landed with a left, finished with a left hand to the body.
And those shots are heavy. Even though those shots are not landing, it's taking something out of Conceicao. It's in that high guard right there. That is in front, like Navarrete, that throws punches from out and come around that high guard and punch.
Just a minus 350 favorite. And trying to time that right. Comes back over the top.
Because that's why people love Navarrete.
The reception earlier is fight fans fighter.
But right now, Conceicao is doing a good fight right now. And no, falls behind. He will fall behind. He decides to turn it on people.
His right hands like that Conceicao easily gets out of the way of. Combination.
Count out Navarrete at your own peril, though. His first big moment was coming.
He's trying to play head games. He's going to come out and he's going to fight the way he wants to fight and approach this fight.
No head. Conceicao and Navarrete, just pure stats. A 45-20 connect advantage.
Here come Navarrete.
And there's that lead left uppercut that he often throws time and again through his punch.
Navarrete right now, the punching power coming back from Conceicao. Yes, he's landing, but he doesn't.
Right hand to the body, and you can hear it. Left gun to the body of Conceicao.
Let go down. Stop.
Conceicao that has technique. Technique is what it is. About the motor of Navarrete. As Conceicao seems what we're looking for a second win. You know, Navarrete's cruising.
Going downhill.
He's cruising right now. If he continues to box as well as he's boxing, and he can do it all night, he can win this fight.
Short right hand, left uppercut, and he puts it down. And there it is from Navarrete. The knockdown in round 4.
You have to make Navarrete miss. He's too heavy-handed to allow him to lay his hands on you because it will zap.
Doesn't take much from in the midst of round 4, and all of a sudden, Conceicao is down off balance again here at the end of the round as he punches through the bell.
Round 5 was certainly more even, with the judges disagreeing on the score.
Rounds he's boxing as well as any. You saw his desire show at the end of that third round. It was like a press. That's Navarrete. Smart. He cannot take his foot off the gas.
The end is near. The end is near right now. The end is near.
Why do you say that? What do you...
Let him use some of his energy right now. He's playing, and then he's going to attack. Might be a few rounds from now, but he's the end.
Staying in Conceicao's corner.
Upstairs, occupy Navarrete. Not, he's going to keep punishing him.
Ooh. Short right hand, sweeping left, trading fire with fire. Good combination. The kind of fight that Navarrete...
Entertainment, now you got it right here. They is never in a boring fight. To knock out Navarrete.
Listen, you knock on the door. Getting to the body with that left hand.
Good shots.
Navarrete cover. Willingness of Conceicao. Great way to start our world champion. Shakur still to come. But these...
By round 6, it was clear that both men knew they could hurt one another.
First 3 rounds. Nice bounce back round in the 5th. 7 connect advantage. Right hand against Navarrete. Hand from Conceicao.
Conceicao winning this round right now, but Navarrete is buying his time.
On the inside, that short right hand again.
Here he comes. Ooh.
Conceicao, and a little more pronounced the right eye. He changes levels on the jab.
You know how like a constrictor has to try to get away a bit tighter.
Yeah, sure.
That's energy. Fight hard. You just moment where he feels.
Another definitive moment came for Navarrete in round 7.
Told us this is his moment.
So what's happening, and Conceicao wipe his feet, is he's looking to get that water up or off his shoes, so that way.
Trained by his cousin Pedro. Bernardo, what's the word there?
Pedro Navarrete wants Emanuel to pressure more. He thinks they can break down Conceicao by going down.
Right now he has landed a... There he goes to the body! Hey, you love body!
7, 8. You all right? Come here. Here he goes. Let's go.
Around to work. Guess he listens to his corner.
Shot. It was a spleen shot.
2-9.
Good jab, right hand. I mean, Conceicao as well as he possibly can right now.
Splitting the guard.
Rest. Navarrete's constantly pressuring, He has to move. He has to punch, throw combinations to keep Navarrete up off of him.
Right hand from... And remember, his best work. We're going to take a short break, then come back and show you that body shot that did damage.
Apart from the knockdowns, it was clear that Navarrete was letting rounds slip.
Conceicao at this point, Timmy.
Well, right now he's doing fight again. He's fighting hard. Been down twice. He's contesting against Navarrete time, possibly not at a championship.
35 years old. He went to 3 Olympic Games, a gold medal. Can he pull it out?
But he's just slipping right past Navarrete right now.
Signage in the middle of the ring, and if it gets wet.
Of Conceicao, I mean, they're dripping with water.
And that's what happens. That same spot that affected.
Then what you do is you take the fight away from there in corners. That's what you do.
Hand over the top. On the inside, finishes with a right hand to the body. Conceicao. Remember, he had a decent bounce back round in the 5th round after he was knocked down. Chopping right hand from Navarrete.
Stop.
Wide sweeping right hand.
So Conceicao is just enough. He's avoiding a lot of to get out of range. And Navarrete right now is having a hard time finding.
Stop.
It was a high-intensity, high-pressure affair out there.
Popcorn. So go. Mark Kriegel, what do you have this fight?
Been knocked down. You talk about him as a bodyguard, but you go back to this guy's also a dog.
5 rounds to 3, but of course the checks have been banked for Navarette.
For business. Ooh, good shot right there
from Conceicao. Navarette comes straight at him. A little bit of blood coming from the mouth of Robson Conceicao.
Again, it's just the technical prowess, also the heart that's keeping him in line.
Bernardo, what are you hearing?
In Conceicao, know you're tired, but look at
in terms of where each fighter's gas tank is, Timmy.
You just never know with Navarette. One, he always knows where did that come from. But to get him to do that, you got to be able to find them. Although he just hurt Conceicao with a big left hook right there.
The attack here in the closing moments of Navarette does. Trying to chase him down for one last shot.
Make no mistake, this was a very even fight.
Ralph Conceicao, he said, I want to know what this and get the approval of the doctor to continue. So here we are. Beside the WBO junior lightweight world.
We all balanced.
And that backed him up. This is interesting because yet 2 knockdowns have been scored, but Conceicao has banked rounds.
It's like every time Navarette hits Conceicao right now, I mean, he's fighting all his heart right now. I mean, he's slapping with his right hands, but he's just trying to win. Let's go. Ooh. Good shots. So what you're saying is tactical work right here from...
Right hand to the body again from Navarette. On the excessive holding.
But again, the point fighting. Letting his hands go. Scoring is landing.
He is if the faces are a scorecard, it reads one way. Other way.
Oh. Body shot.
Looking to chase him down. Oh, good body shot again. Navarette now finding success to the body. Closing the gap, trying to punish Conceicao here in the final. Trying to get away from Navarette. Very strong.
Navarette needed a big round here, and he certainly delivered.
Has put forth a very good output. His 9s landed the most by any Navarette opponent in the champ's career.
Ooh, big right hand. Another big shot. I'm not going to lie here. I just hear and a mentality of
knockdown twice. He's dealing with some swelling, a cut, bleeding from. He's giving one of his strongest efforts by miles. And Navarette just shots. Fun stuff here in Vegas tonight. Look at the champ against a very game Conceicao. As we finished up watching the Thursday night NFL game. Welcome on Formula One weekend with a World Championship doubleheader. As Emanuel Navarrete, the reckless output, has been putting out a very game of...
Getting a lot of arm punches being thrown by Navarette, by Conceicao, but he's landing, he's scoring.
Off balance that time, by far.
Hey guys, I want 1 round to get this, please.
My gosh. Look at...
Would round 12 be the one to seal it? That was the question.
A perfect record. 2 knockdowns already scored tonight. Oh, the chant has started up in support for Navarrete. Conceicao trying to...
He's fighting on autopilot. Autopilot. He's just fighting. He's
and
fighting.
Yet he's going out and beating.
Now that's what he's fighting with.
It's a lot of arm punches, but he's got to give what he can.
I'm to one, take the shots that take those type of punches. Again, the mind is what controls the body. The mind is the first that goes. In Conceicao, I'm waiting on the last surge from Navarette at Conceicao.
Minute to go. 1-2, 1-2. Just trying to stay active. Navarette trying to hunt him down. Short right hand on the inside, chopping down. Final, Conceicao's last chance at a world championship fights. Look at Conceicao give everything. He started as a young boy, went to 3 Olympic Games, won a gold, has come up short, went down twice tonight, and they're going to give it right to the final bell. Warriors of the sport, bringing it home on this night of a world championship doubleheader. That was good stuff.
This bout is
In the end, a majority draw was handed out. A fair result for both men. But what do you make of this Mexican warrior? And who would you like to see him take on next? Let us know in the comments below.